The old man was trapped at sea for a week. He cut one side of a water bucket. Then he filled it with a little seawater. The old man covered the mouth of the bucket with a piece of plastic sheeting. He also put a cup inside the bucket, and then placed a heavy object on the plastic sheeting. A simple freshwater filtration device was thus completed. Soon, after being exposed to the sun's intense heat, the fresh water evaporated from the seawater dripped right into the cup. However, the seemingly pitifully small amount of fresh water became the old man's life-saving straw. He took a slow sip, moistening his already parched throat. Next, the old man took out a fishing line and cast it into the sea, hoping to catch a fish to fill his stomach. While waiting for a fish to bite the hook, he took out an observation instrument to measure the angle. After calculation, he found that following the ocean current, he would soon drift onto an international shipping lane. By then, if there were passing ships, the old man could be rescued. Soon, there was a movement at the bait. The fishing line was suddenly jerked. The old man was very excited, feeling that a big fish must have taken the bait. But before he could be happy, a shark suddenly swam out of the sea and bit away his catch in one bite. This terrified the old man. He quickly got up and looked around. He found a group of sharks lingering nearby, looking at the rickety life raft. A wave of fear welled up in the old man's heart. He was worried that he might become the shark's prey at any moment. After it got dark, the old man was awakened by a rumbling sound. He slowly looked up and saw that it was actually a cargo ship. This instantly gave him hope. He immediately fired a signal flare into the sky, afraid of missing the opportunity. The old man then took out the last signal flare and fired it again. The dark night sky was illuminated by the signal flare, but the tanker still sailed away from him. The old man slunk to the ground in despair. The next day, he took out the observation instrument and measured the angle again. After careful calculation, he had already drifted away from the shipping lane. The chance of being rescued became slimmer and slimmer. The old man lay weakly on the rubber raft, quietly waiting for death. His heart was filled with unwillingness, thinking of his family at home who were expecting him. The old man took out a glass bottle from his bag. Then he rummaged through his notebook and wrote down his last words and a distress message. After that, he put the note into the glass bottle and threw the bottle into the sea with his last hope, praying silently in his heart that it would be found. Fortunately, fate took pity on the old man's plight. That night, the old man vaguely saw a light spot in the distance. He dragged his weak body up. The old man hurriedly searched for a signal stick, only to find that they had all been used up, so he couldn't miss this last chance. The old man didn't hesitate to tear out pages from his notebook and put them into the water bucket. Then he took out matches from the first aid kit and ignited them. He swayed and tried to shout loudly, but he was already so hungry that he couldn't even make a sound. The old man continued to tear out all the papers. As the fire burned brighter and brighter, an accident still happened. The fire accidentally ignited the rubber raft. The old man also fell into the sea in a panic. The raft was soon engulfed by the fire. Due to his exhaustion, the old man's body slowly sank into the sea. Just when he was about to give up, suddenly a fishing boat slowly approached. The old man swam towards the surface of the sea with all his strength. Finally, he was successfully rescued.